are not just born, they are not made either. Stars grow and develop and cannot be hidden. On this episode of The Stars, we're going to talk to a wonderful personality who has been a star and a shining light for a lot of eyes and a lot of people. I'm not talking about any other person, but Right Honorable Mathew Olory, and he's here to tell us a little bit about his personal life. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Right Honorable Mathew Olory. I'm Right Honorable because I'm a second-tier member in the Cross-Party House of Assembly. I will simply say my name is Mathew Olory. I don't like those titles. I come from a village called Old Ekuri in Akampa government area. My dad is late, my mother is still alive. I'm married, happily married with kids. That's a little I can tell you about myself.
Would you say you were born with a silver spoon, or you had to struggle for everything you've had?
I must tell you I was not born with a silver spoon. I don't know how silver looks like. Born in the village there. My mother, gave that to me, didn't know what is called hospital or maternity in the local village of Ekuri. That's where I was born. Just by God's grace that I find myself where I am. If you were by merit, I can tell you, it would be forgotten in the village.
So when I came in, I mentioned the power bike. What is it between you, Right Honorable Mathew Olory, and the power bike?
Yeah, each time people ask me about this power bike thing, I will not fail to thank the Almighty God and the people of Akampa local government area. Why do I have to be thanking God and the people of Akampa? Because I had the privilege of being a local government chairman of Akampa. Akampa is the largest local government in Cross State, and there are a lot of natural resources. And as at that time, we were about 7 people who were aspiring, including the incumbent chairman. The incumbent chairman was ready for that election. With all that, the people decided to choose me among others. And let me also shock you, I come from the minority of the minorities in Akampa local government area. And so I told myself, I said, look, for these people to leave their ethnic group, I decided that I should be their chairman. I told myself, I told my wife and children that I will prove a point. I will run a government that will be connected to the people. I will leave Akampa better than when I met it. And above all, I will try as much as possible for me to be remembered for so many things I've done. So, and the support base was so much. And chairmen have this a way of shielding themselves from the people. And so I was subjected to live a life that naturally wasn't my own. Policemen were attached to me, security people, my aides and all that. I couldn't do normal things that I was supposed to be doing. I said, okay, I was going to lead them to it. And if I'm in a car, of course I have my protocol people. I will have the policemen, my orderly will be there. I said, okay, I'm going to lead them. I used to have a Yamaha 100, so occasionally what we call Okada today, and also do it and all that. That's where I'm coming from. So I decided to now improve on it, got a power bike, which I'll be riding. And sometimes when the protocol is too much, people will just flood the compound. I'll just come out and attend to that. I say, go to the local government. Now, so occasionally I'll ride the bike to my office. So all those protocols, I say, look, and my will say, okay, if something happened to you now me then go hold you. I say, nobody will hold you. Before chairman, I was Mathew Olory. I will be also Mathew Olory after chairman. You enter, they enjoy their condition, and then move on to then they'll move outright. So I was able to, the ordinary man in the street was able to interact with me. When I start with Okada people, they feel like, chairman, what is the problem? You see what people are passing through in their real nature. So it helped me a lot. So there was no misinformation. There was nobody who was trying to give me any wrong information. I was seeing it, I would feel it, and I would try to also solve such problems. So that is the real background of the power bike thing.
What's your perception of life?
Yeah, I'm a realist. I like truth. My wife knows me for, and my children knows. So if you want things done, go to my father, don't bend the rule, just tell him the truth. I hate lies. I hate people who are not straight, unfortunately. I don't like deceit. No. So people who are straightforward are my friends. No matter how bitter. If I'm not doing well, please sum up courage at times. Okay, this is not correct. I will help you to take correction, because that's the only way the society, can be a good place for us to stay. And if you flaunt yourself, say if you're a politician, be telling lies, come I'll give you the how you must be telling. You must tell people the truth, so that, because if you tell them the truth, they will respect you. They are making promises that you cannot fulfill, unfortunately. So that is me, and I trust in God. I believe that what will be, that power comes from God, that life comes from God. Anything you want to be, it will be in this generation. It's only God who can just help you to be one. But if you believe in any man will fail you. If you believe in any juju, he will fail you. It's only God that is ultimate.
This one is very dicey. What has been your most embarrassing moments that you cannot forget in a hurry?
Somebody I trusted so well and confided so well, told the person everything, did everything to keep a relationship with the person, only to discover that he saw it as an instrument to undo me. And so when I was seeking re-election, he went and connived with all my opponents to ensure that I failed. It's only God that saved me. So sometimes when I've forgiven the guy, but each time I reflect, that's how I feel. So I've learned to trust in God, because like what I said, man can always fail you. So there's nothing I can do. I forgive, but each time I remember that this thing, I say, no, this guy is a dangerous guy. That's my most embarrassing moment.